It's called Insinga versus Labella. And it's about a physician who I believe was actually convicted of a felony in Canada and came down here to Florida and got a Florida license and got clinical privileges at a hospital here in Florida and started doing operations on people and, you know, treating people in the hospital. And he was a total fraud. In fact, he wasn't even named Labella. He'd actually got the medical license and medical diploma information from an Italian physician named Labella and claimed he went to school in Italy. And this wasn't even the same doctor. This was a completely different doctor. But because the hospital didn't do a thorough job of checking his credentials, I mean, the Italian physician, who was dead, by the way, was even a female. And this was a male doctor. So you have a male doctor here pretending to be a female doctor who's dead, claiming he went to school in Italy. You know, oh, I graduated from this medical school in Italy, and was had clinical privileges at a hospital, but because they didn't do a thorough job of checking the background and checking the clinical privileges and making sure that that person was who he claimed to be, they put him in a position to treat patients and malpractice on patients and stuff. And he harmed quite a few patients before they eventually found out. So they were able to sue the hospital directly. And this is where one of the examples of corporate negligence comes from, where you can sue the corporation directly. You don't have to worry about vicarious liability because of its employees. Here they sued the hospital directly for its own negligence because they didn't have a good enough procedure in place to check the backgrounds of people that came in and applied for clinical privileges. So this person just slipped through.